Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears and your eyes. Diva Divine Light, live from Brooklyn, New York.
Know your lane for what you saying, yo. Silly with my 9 milli with the dilly, yo. When I be on my yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club, I be wild in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Like a nigga that'll slap me with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it, make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. With no delaying for what you saying, yo.
Diva Divine Light.
Really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in a place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in a place to be. If you.
You're watching Diva, the Divine Light. A fun-loving, caring, passionate person who talks about sex, celebrity, and real-life issues, and even abuse. So hit that like button and make sure you share the show.
Really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in a place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in a place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in a place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than hands with my eyes to see. Still $1 in a place to be. If you.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the go ball.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. So, Uncle Harry came down with the gavel and said, Dina. He said, Smelly, you are denied. Bojo, you think you flow, Joe. No, Joe. He said, no. R. Kelly cannot collect 200 and pass go. No. What's up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good. We just got out from Atmos's house. And Lord have mercy. For those who were over there watching, yes. Brother Atmos let us know what Uncle Harry was telling us. And he was correct. Atmos let it be known, yes, he spoke to us like if we were third graders, okay? Who is smarter than a fifth grader in this chat? Me. If you are smarter than a fifth grader, put a 1 in the chat, y'all. Everybody spam 1! Except for R. Kelly, of course. While everybody's putting 1 in the chats because we are smarter than fifth graders over here. And smarter than R. Kelly. Let me say hello to the people. Let me say hello. What's up, Cat Talk? How you doing, my love? K-Love, what's up, lady? Jacqueline, what's up, mamita? Hello, I am Queen. What's up, lady? Karen Johnson, what's up, mama? Tasha, what's up, lady? Karen A, what's up, mama? Haven't seen you in a minute, my dear. Tasha, yes, my sis. Get those likes up, y'all. Get those likes up, please. Gracias. Nanya! Girl, yes, the daughter, the poor young lady. We'll get into that in a second. What's up, Nanya, my love? What's up, Chuleta? Amos, love zone. What's up, boy? What's up, bro? Hey, Tanya, Hammer Time Funk. What's up? What's up? What's up? Tears, my lovely lady. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, baby. M is blessed. Hello, chulo, chula. Hello. Let's see who else is in the building. James. James. What's up, my brother James? Hi, Papi. Let's see who else is in the building here. Sonia, what's up, Sonia? Miss me, Miss Mo, what's up, lady? Okay, we are all smarter than fifth graders. That's right. I see them ones. I see those ones. Miss me, Miss Mo said. I think I'm smarter than a fifth grader on my good days. Okay. Yeah, I think so. Me too, girl. I'm right there with you. Hey, Kara. Hello, welcome, mama. Ta! What's up, baby? Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Kara. Welcome, honey. Welcome to the family over here. We are OCOV. We are one color. We are one voice. That's what we represent over here. We are a splash of everything, everyone, sugar and spice and all things nice over here. Okay? Welcome, my love. Welcome. And thank you for being a new subscriber, my love. I hope you enjoy. Aisha, what's up, lady? Peter, what's up, Peter? What's up, mamita? Yeah, girl, listen, I'm okay. Listen, guys, my health has been a little under the weather right now. I am going through what they call a calcification. Okay, it's a calcific tendinitis, which means that I have a calcium deposit buildup in my tendon or muscle in my shoulder. So therefore, it's inflamed, it's causing me pain, and I can't move my shoulder joint. And it's you're bringing me to the point where I can't sleep. So I'm on meds right now. I'm waiting for an MRI that I will be doing sometime next week. And then from there, they'll see what they're going to do. There's certain ways that they could get rid of it, kind of like by flushing it somehow, but the last step would be to go in with surgery. Depends on, I guess, how big it is. So let's see what they find in the MRI. So right now I'm down, guys. I can't use my left arm, but thank God I'm not a lefty. I'm a righty. Okay. That's my phone over there. Can you check my phone, Joshua? Thank you. So I'm going through a little bit of things right now, guys. Yeah. Hey, Cherie. What's up, lady? What's up, guys? Just saying what's up to everyone.
piece of my glasses, man.
Hey, Bev. What's up, Bev? How are you, honey? Give me 1 second. Let me mute. That's my mom. Nice. Planning the graduation for your daughter, Karen. God bless. God bless. And congratulations. And you're welcome, Kara Francis. Yeah, it is painful, girl. Listen, the pain is so unbearable that I'm here crying myself to sleep. Okay. I've had already 3 nights of bad sleep. But as of lately, the past 2 days now, I've been able to sleep. I've been doing the whole ice thing on my shoulder. I've been taking, they gave me a muscle relaxer, and I'm taking pain medicine on top of that muscle relaxer. And I'm doing this every 8 hours. So that's what it is. And the pain medicine is Motrin, you know what I mean? And then they just gave me another kind that I have to go pick up, a different kind of pain medicine, see if this works out for me and shit, because I go through it. The thing is to keep it in the sling, don't move it, and I'll be okay. I won't be in pain if I don't move it at all. Like, I gotta keep it steady. Hold on 1 second, Mom. So yeah, so thank you guys. I'm going through a lot. Yeah. James said 41 years ago I had calcium in my leg. They gave me a shot in the bone and I haven't had the problem since. Wow. Okay, so they probably did that washout thing where they put an injection and they wash it out like I forgot what it is, but they use something to kind of knock it out to disperse it.
You know the pizza I got?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, so my sister had that. The meds eventually dispersed the calcification on her shoulder. I don't know if these meds will disperse it, but um, maybe some therapy or whatever that they're gonna do will help without me having to go to surgery. You know what I mean? But let's see what happens, y'all. Let's see what happens. Just pray for me, guys. So, as we know,
Yo, I can't get new glasses unless I
Hold
find
on
the
one
other-
second. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. You know, the family in the background, life. So, Judge Leinenweber, Uncle Harry, okay, made his decision. The Honorable Harry D. Leinenweber, okay, he made a decision about the government's motion that they put in to defer the calculation of restitution. He denied the government's motion for the calculation of restitution. And he stated that the court will consider restitution at defendant Kelly's sentencing hearing. Okay? So, the day of his sentencing hearing, February 23rd, the judge will consider restitution at his sentencing hearing. So he will consider what he's going to do with the restitution the day of R. Kelly's sentencing hearing on February 23rd. Okay? And the court notes that the possibility of restitution is slim. The court notes, the judge states that the possibility of restitution is slim, considering the amount of unsatisfied judgments and IRS liens against defendant Kelly. So, the judge is saying that upon his consideration, he's thinking about the fact that the amount is unsatisfied judgment, okay? And that being that the IRS wants their money because R. Kelly owes the IRS $5 million, okay? Since I forgot what year, but he's owed this money, okay? And he has liens, okay? So, plus, he's already paying, he has to pay out restitution for Azriel and Stephanie, okay? Plus, he's got to pay whatever other stuff he's got to pay, and he still has to be able to live while he's in jail. So the judge is stating here, okay, look, I'm not lying, guys. Let me show you. Okay. Here it is, right here. All right. So, what do you guys think? She said, Tia said the pedophiles broke. Right. Right. IRS gonna get their money first. Right. Drop that last motion, sis. Okay, it's overkill. Right. Right, guys. Right. He is broke. Right. Joy, go home. There is nothing left for you there, Joy. Go home. Girl, snap out of it. Mamita, I wish I had the voodoo doll that he had on you, because the doll that he has on you, I wish I could destroy it. Whatever freaking voodoo he got on you, girl, it needs to be broken. You need to snap out of it, mamita. Snap, mommy. Snap, mommy. Snap. I really need you to wake your eyes up and say, no, I can't be here no more. I gotta go. I got to go. What's up, Justin T? You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe the super fans will organize another cash app. Right. Oh, Lord. You know they ain't trying to pay nobody no damn restitution. They were just trying to give R. Kelly money in his commissary. That's it. That's all. They ain't trying to do no more, fam.
Mom, do you have money on your card? Because I still
No, I don't, sweetheart.
I still need money from the...
I don't have money right now, puppy. You know?
I need that money now.
So that's what it is. So the government's motion to defer the calculation of restitution is denied, guys. All right. So we now know that. All right. And what were they asking for anyway? Let me see. Oh, they wanted additional time. So they wanted, right, they wanted additional time. And why would you want, yeah, I would have denied it too, honestly. Because why would you want additional time when you know when you know that if she's asking for restitution, she has to put in, everything that she's lost as far as like wages, and if she did therapy, how much money she spent on therapy, even if she had herpes. I don't know, being that that's part of this case, but maybe because he has herpes, she got the herpes, and she's had to take care of her medical needs. Maybe he'd be able to pay for that as well. Like things of that sort she would have to prove to him in order for her to get any type of restitution. You know, it's not about her pain and her suffering. It's not about that. That is not why victims get restitution. And for that, I think that's bogus. I think that's bogus. I think victims of sexual assault should get restitution for pain and suffering, trauma, PTSD, not just because I go see a doctor, but just because I went through that shit and I have trauma and I have to live with these memories. I have to try to suppress them, forget about them. Certain things could trigger. This will happen to drag on for the rest of my life if I can't bury it all the way. You know? Come on. I think that's not fair. It's ridiculous. So now we also know that Uncle Harry, Judge Leinenweber, has also ordered that Kelly's motion for a judgment of acquittal and Kelly's motion for a new trial are denied. Okay? So we know that these three motions have been denied. The government's motion to have more time has been denied for the restitution, and Judge Leinenweber is actually thinking that there won't be any restitution because R. Kelly has to pay the IRS first. And by the time he finishes paying off for everything he's got to pay, who knows how long that's going to be. Because after a certain amount of time, some of these women, like Azriel, she might not even get her full $300,000. She might not. And it's going to be a little while before she even gets that money. So that's how that is. That's how it goes. So now, as we see here, guys, Uncle Harry has put in his order that before the court is defendant Robert Kelly's motion for a judgment of acquittal, which was docket number 387, and two of Kelly's motions for a new trial, dockets number 388 and 408, for the reasons stated herein, the motions are denied. Okay, so the three motions were denied. And the judge's statement as to why he denied them, he's going to start off with the motion for judgment of acquittal. And like our brother Atmas said, this was very understandable. It wasn't too much legalese. It was straight to the point. Short, not too long. This is only 10 pages long, so it's not that bad. Okay? So now, Kelly moves for a judgment of acquittal under Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure 29. Okay? Federal Rule, Criminal Procedure 29. So motion 29. Okay? The Rule 29 is for an acquittal. So a judgment of acquittal should only be granted when the evidence is insufficient to sustain the conviction. Okay? So if the evidence doesn't match the conviction, then there's a problem. Then we should work on an acquittal. But in this case, this is not the case. The evidence matched the crime. So therefore, R. Kelly has been convicted to do the time. Okay? Let's understand that, right? And then it cites case law, a case that happened in the Seventh Circuit in 2006. And it states that in this case, when analyzing a motion for a judgment of acquittal, a court views the evidence in the light most favorable to the government. Now, a court may only overturn a conviction if the record contains no evidence from which a rational jury could have returned a verdict of guilty. So, therefore, if in any way during the trial there was no evidence to match the crime in any way, then that would be grounds for an acquittal. Okay, and if this was true, the jury would not have convicted him. They would have acquitted him on the spot, right? But that didn't happen because the videos don't lie. And the girls told their testimony, their truth, to match the evidence of the video, to match what happened back then, as best as the girls could remember as to what happened to them. Because remember, these crimes happened 20 years ago. Now, Kelly's motion challenges his convictions on all 6 counts. Isn't that funny? Bon Jean is, she's a funny lady, but she's doing her job. I mean, she's getting paid the big bucks or not, because we don't know if she's working this case pro bono. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Mr. Bill Cosby put a retainer on her and the rest R. Kelly got to pay for himself. And she said, you know what? I'll take Bill Cosby's retainer money to hold me down, but I won't charge R. Kelly because he broke. Who knows, y'all? We don't know. We honestly don't know. It would be nice if we could see the bill. It would be nice if we could see the bill. And Levi que dice, objection, Your Honor. So now, there ain't no objection, okay? He was guilty on all counts because of the evidence, Levi. Okay? There ain't no damn acquittal, okay? Because the evidence all points to him. Y ya se acabó. Punto. So now, Kelly's motion challenges his convictions on all 6 counts. The motion can be divided into 2 parts. Kelly's convictions on the child pornography counts are 1 through 3, right? And the inducement counts are 9, 10, and 12. Now, Kelly's motion states that he is challenging his conviction of count 11, which he was acquitted of. Huh? Like, how was Bon Jean writing in a motion? The judge is now saying Bon Jean put in a motion that states that it's challenging his conviction of count 11, which he was acquitted of. So why was Bon Jean putting in a motion challenging count 11, which he was acquitted of, rather than count 12, which he was convicted of? So she made a mistake in her motion. She was supposed to have complained about 9, 10, and 12. Instead, she complained about number 11, which made no sense. So the judge is like, Bon Jean, come back to earth, honey. Come back to earth. You done fucked up. You fucked up. So now, upon review of the motion, it appears to the court that Kelly is actually challenging his conviction on count 12. So the court will analyze the argument as to that count. Now, see, the judge let Bon Jean know, you fucked up, sis. You fucked up. You fucked up. You try to complain about 11, and number 11 he was acquitted of when you meant to complain about number 12. What's wrong with you? You're overworked and underpaid, sis. Overworked and underpaid. All in the name of our smelly. Okay? Girl, go take a break. Okay? Now, counts 1 through 3. Counts 1 through 3 of the superseding indictment were all brought under 18 U.S.C. 2251A, which the statute penalizes anyone who induces a minor to engage in sexual conduct for the purpose of creating a visual depiction of the conduct. Okay? So, in other words, this statute has to deal with making videos or pictures of minors engaging in sexual conduct and being induced to do these things. Okay? So the statute also requires the depiction be transported or transmitted in interstate commerce. So that means going back and forth from state to state, whether it be from Chicago to Florida, from Florida to Georgia, from Georgia back to Chicago. R. Kelly was traveling with these pictures and videos. He had Keith and who else? Keith and somebody else holding these bags. Oh, his boy Milton June Brown. Milton Brown and R. Kelly's boys, whoever he trusted the most, were walking around with these duffel bags full of videotapes and pictures, right? And there's evidence of that, along with people to corroborate that evidence, right? So here, counts 1 through 3 charge Kelly with the creation of videos 1, 2, and 3. R. Kelly pulled out his tripod and his camera and made 3 separate videos, which he has been charged for. And each video contains a depiction of Kelly engaging in sexual conduct with Jane, a minor at the time. So all 3 videos had Jane on them with R. Kelly. And then R. Kelly argues that the government did not prove each element of the statute at trial. Now, specifically, Kelly argues that the government failed to show that Kelly enticed minor Jane into sexual conduct with the purpose of creating a video. Now, Kelly also argues that the government failed to prove that the videos traveled in interstate commerce. In the alternative, Kelly argues that the government failed to prove that Kelly knew that the videos would be put in interstate commerce. Now, the court disagrees with Kelly's arguments. So Uncle Harry is like, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Kelly and Miss Bonjean, on your argument, ma'am, sir. First, let me let you know that there is ample evidence. There's a lot of evidence that Kelly induced Jane into sexual conduct. Okay, let me explain to you, Mr. Kelly. Okay, Jane, she testified about how Kelly gradually persuaded her into sexual activity with him. You know, phone calls, you know, He was making those phone calls, sneaking those calls with that little girl. Jane described how Kelly induced her into making videos 1 through 3. Okay? Jane described how Kelly induced her into making videos 1 through 3.
That's the next time.
What is that?
Snare making.
What is that?
See?
Okay.
It's the next time.
Okay. My husband's doing something over there. He's doing his thing over there. He's cooking. So, Jane, let's read that again for you people in the back who are slow and don't understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. Jane described how Kelly induced her into making videos 1 through 3, and that Kelly positioned the camera and told Jane exactly what to do and say while having sex with him. He was like, okay, let me see. Is the camera on you or is the camera on me? Let me see. Let me hump the air. Let me see if this is, let me see if this is on her. Is it? Let me do the close-up of her punani. Let me do the close-up. Let me see. Ooh. She's bald. She got no hair. Oh, man, that's a young 14-year-old little poo-you-you-you. That's a young JJJ. That's a young JJJ. I'm loving that 14-year-old JJJ. Move a little to the left or move it to the right. Shake it all night, mamita. I see. Yeah, just like that. That's what he was doing. Yeah, enticing her to look sexy for the camera and say cheese at the age of 14 and 15 while he was fucking 31. Fucking pervert. Okay? Uncle Harry said so. Second, the statute does not require that the sexual conduct be for the sole purpose of creating a video. Okay? It could have just been just a call to talk to her and say, hello, is it me you're looking for? And I wonder in your eyes, and I see it in your smile. What color are your panties? I'm on my way to see you. And I just want to look at your sexy little lips because I wonder what kind of panties you got on. And I want you to play with your cootie because I feel you through the phone. And that's what R. Kelly was doing. To induce and entice her. Singing to her on the fucking phone to get her to do what he wanted. So it is enough that creating a video depiction be a purpose of the sexual conduct. It need not be the sole purpose. Okay. Kelly also seemingly argues that there was no commercial purpose associated with the production of these videotapes. So the statute does not require that the video be made for any commercial purposes. It doesn't matter if he was making the videos to sell them or not. He could have just been making the video just to watch them. It didn't have to be for this purpose of selling them. Okay? Even though we know someone made a copy and it still went worldwide all over the United States. So the videos were being sold, whether R. Kelly did it or not. But that's not the sole purpose here as to why he's convicted. Okay? The sole reason here is because he produced these videos and he convinced these girls, coerced these girls, enticed these girls. He sang to them and said, I love you. Don't you love me? So Congress has unambiguously indicated that a defendant does not need to have a commercial motive to be liable under the 2251A. Okay? It just has to be one of those elements within the statute. Okay? And the element is creating and depicting and producing the video. Okay? Even if it's just that one reason underneath that statute with these three other elements. Okay? Let's get that shit right. Third, the government presented evidence showing that the images on videos 1, 2, and 3 traveled in interstate commerce. So, Judge Leinenweber, Uncle Harry, said, listen, Mr. Kelly and Ms. Bonjean, by the way, I was at this trial too. And the government presented evidence showing that the images that were on videos 1, 2, and 3, they did travel in interstate commerce. So they did go from Chicago to Florida, from Florida to Georgia, from Georgia back to Chicago, and from Chicago to California, and from California back to Kentucky, from Kentucky back to Chicago. Okay? And whatever other motherfucking state he decided to travel with this bag. Okay? Now, the term visual depiction, as used in section 2251A, is defined in the 18 USC 2256, number 5, that states there, visual depiction is defined as data which is data that is capable of capable of conversion into a visual image, and data which is capable of conversion into a visual image that has been transmitted by any means. Thus, transportation of the data on videos 1, 2, or 3 would satisfy the statute, regardless of what medium housed that data. So it doesn't matter, even if he sent a picture to Fulano, Fulana, and said, look at this video. Here's a snapshot of the bitch on top of me. Here you go. Snap, snap. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Even sending videos through your messenger is a problem. So, oh well. Now, thus transportation of the data on videos 1, 2, or 3 would satisfy the statute, regardless of what medium housed that data. So the government produced testimony, okay, establishing that the data from video 1 traveled across the country. Specifically, Betty All Wang from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. She testified that the NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, received a series of depictions called the Paneled Room series from law enforcement agencies across the country. Now, Ms. Allwang also testified that she compared the Paneled Room series with video 1, and that she concluded that the Paneled Room series was from video 1. So remember, there was someone who testified corroborating these stories of interstate pictures that were traveling through phone, through mail, however. And she compared it to video 1 and said, yep, that's the one. Yep, that's how I saw these pictures. Yep. Now, Kelly, Miss Bonjean, came in with her motion, and she argues that the government's evidence that videos 2 and 3 traveled in interstate commerce was insufficient. R. Kelly's like, no, that didn't happen that way. That's a lie. Because I said it's a lie. Because I got to cover my ass because it's a lie. But the government said, no, you lie. And the government's evidence that videos 2 and 3 traveled in interstate commerce was insufficient. So now the government put on testimony from Charles Freeman and Lisa Van Allen and Keith Murrell, establishing that videos 2 and 3 traveled in interstate commerce. Okay, remember they were taking pictures of it, snapping it, re-videoing it, from the phone to the screen, and all these things they were doing, chopping and screwing and all this and that, right? Right. So the government put on testimony from Charles Freeman, Lisa Van Allen, and Keith Murrell, establishing that videos 2 and 3 traveled in interstate commerce. So Kelly argues that Charles Freeman and Lisa Van Allen's testimony was rejected whole cloth by the jury. The motion for judgment of acquittal, paragraph 14, document number 387, states that Kelly's evidence for this assertion is that he was acquitted of counts 4, 6, and 7, and 8 of the indictment. Now, Kelly argues that by acquitting him on these charges, the jury necessarily concluded that the tapes acquired by Van Allen and Freeman did not contain child pornography. So this argument does not hold water. Okay? So the argument is puro mierda. All right? It means it's a piece of shit. It's not worth nothing. It holds no weight. Like counts 1 through 3. Counts 4 was brought under 18 USC 2251A, and counts 6 through 8 were brought under 18 USC 2252, and charged Kelly with conspiracy to receive child pornography and receipt of child pornography for a jury to convict under either statute. Now, the government must prove each element of the charge offense. Now, if the government fails to prove even one element, a jury cannot convict. So, when reading its verdict, the jury did not explain why it chose to acquit Kelly of counts 4 through 8. Now, it did not explain that it was acquitting Kelly of those counts because it was found that videos 2, 3, and 4 did not contain child pornography. In fact, it is quite the opposite. By convicting Kelly of counts 2 and 3, the jury communicated that it found that videos 2 and 3 contained child pornography and were transported in interstate commerce. So the court finds no reason to disturb the jury's verdict now. So did you get that right, Bon Jean? Leave the jury alone, okay? All right. Now, in the alternative, Kelly argues that he was not aware that the videos would be transported in interstate commerce. This argument fails. 18 USC 2251A is clear that knowledge is only one of the ways the statute may be satisfied. Actual transportation also satisfies the statute. So here, the government proved that videos 1 through 3 were actually transported in interstate commerce. Thus, Kelly's knowledge is irrelevant. Okay? So, Kelly's motion for a judgment of acquittal on counts 1 through 3 is denied. Womp, womp, womp. Denied. Thank you, Uncle Harry. We love you. Now, counts 9 through 11. Counts 9 through 11 of the indictment were all brought under the 18 USC 2422B. Now, 2422B prohibits the use of facility of interstate commerce to induce a minor to engage in criminal sexual conduct. Kelly was convicted of using the telephone to induce and entice 3 minors, Jane, Nia, and Pauline, into criminal sexual conduct. Now, Kelly's argument on these counts is twofold. First, that he did not use a facility of interstate commerce. And second, that he did not induce the minors in question, Jane, Nia, and Pauline, to engage in criminal sexual activity using the phone. He's like, I didn't call these girls. I didn't say nothing. I didn't tell them to come. I didn't tell them to pick up the phone. I didn't tell them none of that. I just called them. And they picked up. I didn't tell them to talk to me. It's not them. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with a little conversation. I don't see nothing wrong with asking a little girl about her panties. I don't see nothing wrong with asking her to feel herself. right? Because you don't see nothing wrong, right, R. Kelly? Right. Right. All right. Let me get some more water. Give me a second, guys. Is this yours? This ice cream? You just bought this into the room? Oh, let's go. You make a mace? You make a mace? Okay.
Only made one.
Oh, okay.
Frozen seasoned steak already. So when you're ready, just take it out of the front and half it.
Lower it a little bit. Just a little bit.
Sitting right here.
It's gonna bring it right.
Let me just touch my shit. Get the fuck out.
Oh, let me take my water. But yeah, I can't hold your finger. Okay, guys. So, so first, the telephone is a facility of interstate commerce. So, in case you didn't know, Bonjean, or in case you didn't know, R. Kelly, let me advise you and keep you aware that the telephone is a facility of interstate commerce, okay? Because you can travel with it, okay, and hold it in your hands, and you can call people from one state to the next. You can facilitate, okay, conversations interstate from state to state. I can call somebody in Chicago right now, and I would be committing interstate commerce, okay, by the conversation from one state to another. All right. Okay. Just giving you a heads up, okay? All right. So, first off, like Uncle Harry says, the telephone is a facility of interstate commerce. Even when used in an intra-state fashion, meaning even if I'm calling within my state, like if I'm calling from Brooklyn to the Bronx, I'm causing intrastate, meaning the calls are happening within this state from one borough to the other, from one county to the other county, but I'm in the state. And then inter means state to state, from California to New York. Okay? So let's get that correct. All right? All right. And then it cites case laws. Okay? And here it states that intrastate telephone calls involve the use of a facility in interstate commerce. So internal quotation marks are omitted. All right, just to let you know. Okay, quote unquote, interstate and intrastate, what they are. Okay. And that stating that intrastate use of a telephone would qualify as interstate commerce in a different context. Second, the government provided ample evidence to show that Kelly used, let me open up this window. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to open up the windows. My husband's cooking and I'm starting to get warm in here. Okay, so now, second, the government provided ample evidence to show that Kelly used the telephone to induce Jane, Pauline, and Nia to engage in criminal sexual activity. The Seventh Circuit has found that child sexual abuse can be accomplished by several means and is often carried out through a period of grooming. Okay? And it cites a case law that the Seventh Circuit went through in 2011, United States versus Chambers. It's a case. And here, the government elicited testimony that Kelly used the phone to groom Jane, Pauline, and Nia into committing illegal sex acts with him. Jane testified that her telephone conversations with Kelly that started incontinuously but progressed into more sexual topics. After some time, Kelly persuaded Jane to have phone sex, which then led to physical sex. Okay, so he groomed her. Uncle Harry is no dummy. He was at the same trial you were. Okay? Nia testified that she and Kelly had regular phone calls, which led to Kelly enticing her into sexual conduct when they met in person. Now, Pauline testified that she had regular sexual contact with Kelly, all arranged over the phone. So, looking at the evidence in the light most favorable to the government, the court finds that there was enough evidence to sustain a guilty verdict on all 6 counts Kelly was convicted of. So, Kelly's motion for a judgment of acquittal is denied. Womp, womp, womp. Denied. Now, as we know, he made the judgments on his acquittals, right? He made motions. He said, I want to be acquitted of everything. And Judge Leinenweber, Uncle Harry said, no, 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 honey.
Mom, whose is this?
I think it's Diva.
Let me ask.
Yeah, if not, see if we can have it. Now, motions for a new trial. Now, Kelly moves for a new trial under the Federal Rule of Criminal Procedure number 33. Now, remember, we just went through Criminal Procedure number 29, which has to deal with acquittals. So, Federal Rule Criminal Procedure 33 has to deal with new trials. So, now R. Kelly, we know he's been asking for a new trial. So Kelly moves for a new trial under Federal Rule Criminal Procedure 33. Now, if a district judge believes that a serious danger that a miscarriage of justice has occurred, that is, that an innocent person has been convicted, he has the power to set the verdict aside. Now, a Rule 33 motion is not to be granted lightly. Okay? We don't just give out Rules 33 because you think. Okay? We have to know for sure.
Word.
If you really deserve a new trial or not.
For real?
For real.
Word.
Yep. So here, Kelly argues that he is entitled to a new trial because the government violated its obligations under Tew versus Illinois. Okay, which is a case that happened back in 1959. And Tew stands for the principle that the government may not knowingly use false testimony to obtain a conviction. So now remember, R. Kelly is arguing that there was false testimony at trial. And it was the doctors and also Jane's testimony. Okay? Those are the two testimonies where they're saying at trial, these people lied in their testimony. Okay? So a defendant is entitled to a new trial under Tew if there was false testimony. Now, the government knew or should have known it was false. And there is a likelihood that the false testimony affected the judgment of the jury. So, in other words, R. Kelly's trying to say that he wouldn't have been acquitted if Dr. Darrell Turner and Jane didn't lie about their testimony. It could have persuaded the jury another way. Instead, the jury saw one way at trial when, in fact, their testimonies were bogus and they were supposed to do one way, but they said another. So, let's see. Now, in the United States versus Cardina, which is another case back in 2016. Now, there it states that the false testimony must bear a direct relationship to the defendant's guilt or innocence. Okay, Levi! Do you hear that? That means R. Kelly's emails have no direct relationship to the defendant's guilt or innocence. Okay? It has no effect. None. The same with this here, with this doctor's testimony as well as Jane's testimony. There is no direct relationship to the defendant's guilt or innocence. So, Bunjean, nice try. Nice try. I know you're doing your job, girl, but you look crazy out here putting some motion together like this. Like, what the fuck are we doing? I pray for you, girl. I pray for you. So Kelly makes two separate motions under Tew. First about Dr. Darrell Turner's testimony. Second about Jane's testimony. Now, Dr. Darrell Turner's testimony, the government's expert witness, Dr. Turner, testified that his hourly rate for the case was $250. On October 27th of 2022, the government sent a letter to Kelly's counsel informing them that the Dr. Turner's rate for the case was $450 per hour. Dr. Turner's letter motion for new trial. Example A, right? Docket number 388-1. The government should have known about this discrepancy as the contract was executed prior to the trial. Now, this is what Bonjean was saying, that the government should have known about this discrepancy at the contract as the contract was executed prior to trial. She also was stating that thus the question before the court is whether Dr. Turner's testimony about his rates directly related to the jury's decision to convict Kelly on any of the 6 counts. So the judge is like, the judge, which is the court, finds no likelihood that Dr. Turner's testimony about his rates affected the jury's decision to convict Kelly. So in Kelly's motion, he states, had the jurors known that Dr. Turner actively misled them, the jurors would likely have rejected his testimony outright. That's just like R. Kelly fighting about his emails, saying that, well, if my girlfriend didn't know that I had money stashed behind the couch and that I lied to her about some bullshit, maybe I wouldn't be in jail. Wrong. You're an idiot, R. Kelly. Stop. I hope you hearing this right now. I swear to God, I hope you hearing me right now. You are an idiot. Shut the fuck up and stop with your crying. Boy, sit down. Do your time. You did the crime. Stop crying. You were abusive to all these women, and they were young little girls at the time when you did it. You did it to young girls and you did it to women. You're an abuser, and that's point blank, period. Get with the fact that you're an abuser, and everybody else now knows that you're an abuser. You abuse little girls and women. You're an abuser, and you need to be where you're at, in jail. Period, punto, point blank. Sit down and do your fucking time and shut the fuck up. Word up. And everybody needs to be pointing their finger at you instead of everybody else. Now, Kelly does not explain how he reaches this conclusion, nor does he cite any case law in support of his position. So, womp womp, denied. The law in this circuit does not support Kelly's position. And then it cites a case law from 2011 affirming a district court's decision to grant a new trial when the government's star witness testified falsely. The government knew about it, and the government relied on the testimony to secure convictions. Now, the United States versus Hillard, another case in 2017, was affirming a district court's decision to deny a motion for a new trial where the government did not rely on the false testimony to secure a conviction. Then in Griffin versus Pierce, another case in 2010, was affirming that a district court's decision to deny a motion for a new trial where the false testimony did not change the outcome of the trial. So these cases show that a court should only grant a new trial under NEPU if the false testimony directly leads to the defendant's conviction. Okay? In case you didn't know, R. Kelly, now you know. Okay? So get it together. Calm down. You'll be all right. Bojo got you. She got this. She's throwing kitchen sinks and everything she can to help you out, boy. Okay? And if something sticks, good for her. If things don't stick, it's because ain't nobody dumb, ain't nobody stupid, ain't nobody playing no games with you. Sit your ass down and take it like a man at the end of the day. Point blank, period, punto. Now, here it is not clear to the court how the false testimony about Dr. Turner's rates bears on Kelly's guilt. So Dr. Turner had no personal involvement in this case. So he was not familiar with Kelly or any witness in the case. So Dr. Turner testified generally about grooming and victim behavior. Dr. Turner did not express a conclusion about whether any of those practices and behaviors were present in this case. So while Dr. Turner's testimony may have provided helpful background information to the jury, he never tied that information back to Kelly. As such, there was sufficient evidence to sustain Kelly's convictions even without Dr. Turner's testimony. So the government's case was mainly based on the testimony of the victim witnesses who testified as to Kelly's actions. Okay? Now, for all the slow people in the back, like, you know who you are, Sylvia. The government's case, Big Vi, and everybody else out there, Sky Life and all you tarantans. The government's case was mainly based on the testimony of the victim witnesses who testified as to Kelly's action. Okay? So let's give it up about the emails, all right? These people are ridiculous with the stupid shit, for real. Y'all need to give that shit up. Word up. So now, as to Jane. Jane, one of the victim witnesses, testified that she was undecided about whether she was going to seek restitution. Now, Kelly argues that this statement is false, and in support, Kelly points to Jane's private attorney's billing records, which contains 3 entries discussing restitution. Now, it is not clear to the court which, if any, of the NAPU requirements are satisfied here. The judge, Bonjean, is very confused as to why you even did this. Girl, simply because Jane and her attorney considered the possibility of restitution does not, and I repeat, does not mean she lied during her testimony. You hear that, Sylvia? Pendeja? You fucking bubblehead. Jane and her attorney considered the possibility of restitution, and that does not mean she lied during her testimony. For all you tarantarans like Spitting Fire, another fucking tarantaran with her MIB channel, fucking tarantaran. Come on. Jane's testimony was that she was undecided people undecided. Her testimony was not that she was not intending to pursue restitution. Now, Kelly alleges that the government knew that Jane's statement was false because Jane's attorney discussed restitution with the government in 2020. Now, Uncle Harry is like, again, nothing in the record suggests that Jane was going to pursue restitution. Just that it was a possibility. So Kelly argues that this false testimony was directly related to his conviction because it goes to Jane's credibility generally. Bonjean, Bonjean, Bonjean. I understand you're throwing everything you can to make things work for your boy R. Kelly. You know he's guilty. We all know he's guilty. Please, will somebody just tell him the truth already and let him know he's guilty as fuck and he ain't going nowhere. Period. Now, Kelly fails to specify further, only stating that Jane had motivation to share her story in ways that were not entirely honest because she stood to gain significant restitution, which could have affected the judgment of the jury. So, motion for a new trial based on Jane's testimony, paragraph 12, docket number 408. The court, Uncle Harry, Judge Leinenweber, finds that Kelly has not met the requirements of NAPU, nor is this a case that requires a new trial. In the interest of justice, Kelly's motions for a new trial are denied. Conclusion. For the reasons stated herein, Kelly's motion for a judgment of acquittal, docket number 387, and Kelly's motion for a new trial, docket number 388 and 408, are denied. It is so ordered. Harry D. Leinenweber, Judge of the United States District Court, February 16, 2023. Womp womp, you have been denied, R. Kelly. So give it up, my brother dear. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. It's done. You're done. R. Kelly, you are done. And let me see what all y'all saying up in here. Let's see what y'all saying up in here. Oh, I love men. Look, and he's using Debo's emoji. You watching me, Debo? Hey, Miss April. What's up, Purple Purple? Hi, Mama. Hey, SK, what's up, Boo Boo? You mean the Boondocks motherfuckers. Yep, that's them. Right, them Boondocks motherfuckers. You got that right.
Ooh, Boondocks. Who's from the Boondocks?
The R. Kelly supporters are Boondocks.
Why?
They the Boondocks. You got to see the Boondocks to understand.
Oh, yeah, I saw it. Yeah, they were supporting Kelly.
SpongeBob, what's up, Steve? I told them the truth. This shit was doomed and was gonna be denied. Exactly, Steve. Good evening, the truth. This was the motion I said would be denied. And then the supporters attacked me. Then JoJo had that live where he said, I'm a motherfucker, etc. And you went on there and toasted them. I saw that truth. I saw that live today, the truth. I didn't get to see it all because it was a little bit long and I had other things to do, so I had to stop it. But girl, I'm about to drop my link. Mm-mm-mm.
About a what?
I don't know why they bothering SpongeBob, and then they think you're white, SpongeBob. They don't know that you're a mixed race. So they want to act like it's all about race. And they need to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. That's what they need to do. Girl, the purple R. Kelly has been denied. Okay? What's up, the truth? What's up, sis? What's up, Aisha? What's up, purple? What's up, my ladies? Yeah, he is the biggest idiot. He really is. I can't believe these buzzards are still trying to make him innocent. They really are. Sorry, I meant to say that he denied the government's motion for more time on computing restitution. Yes, he did. He denied that as well. He denied the government's motion on computing restitution because he thinks that there won't be any restitution. The chances of restitution for Jane are very slim. Very slim because the IRS wants their money. You're correct, Linda B. He denied the government's motion for restitution also. That's another signal. He wants to get this done on the 23rd, no delays. Right. No more pushing anything back. No more pushing anything back. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, mama. Fabio, where's Fabio? We need Fabio. Where he at? Where's our boy Fabio, right? Fabio, where you at? I'm not trying to pin that message, damn it. I'm trying to pin my message so I can leave the StreamYard link up. It's not letting me pin. I don't know why. Let me see. It keeps going. Wait. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, now I pinned it. All right. Anybody wants to come in and jump in real quick, you're more than welcome to say hello or just to give an synopsis of your own as to what you think about this. Linda B says the judge is ready to get this sentencing over with. He ain't trying to delay nothing for nobody. Okay? He's really nice. Hey, Ice Star, what's up, lady? What's up, my love? Right. I'm iced out because of Keith. Laugh out loud. That's me. He's at the age where he don't give a damn what comes out his mouth. Who you talking about, Ma? Judge Lenny? Oh, yeah, Lenny, he at that age. Judge Lenny is shady. I love it. Yes, he's not playing no games. He is not playing no games, y'all. He is not playing no games. Right. Listen, bitch. That's what Uncle Harry doing to him. He's like, listen, bitch. You ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. The fuck you thought this was? Levi, if you read the court documents, we'd all be asleep at the back of the church, bro. Levi, you want to come up here and you want to fight with me, Levi? I love you, Levi. Nettie Boo Boo, what's up, mama? Honey Bunny, hi, my honey bunny. What's up, Cherie? What's up, T-Bam? What's up, my loves? Yes, girls, this is, oh man, we all knew this was going to be denied. We knew it was going to be denied. R. Kelly act like he rode the short bus with the helmet on his head. R. Kelly, get comfortable. It's over for you, dude. Word up. You're not getting out because you are guilty, bro. Straight up. Yes, Cherie. Right. It's different when you sing it. It does. It does, SK. It was hitting me different when I was singing it. Oh, man. Girl, Melanie, what's up, baby? What's up, ladies? Like, big love to you too, mama. So, R. Kelly, right. Sit your ass down. Make sure you're sitting right for the camera. R. Kelly would always make sure that you were sitting right for the camera. That's right. Levi, I'm watching you. Feel free to criticize, but I ain't never heard you read a single document live ever. This is absolutely true. Levi just listens to us read the documents and then be like, damn, what do I have to say about that? Right. He groomed that girl. Exactly. Levi, don't hate. Right, Levi, don't hate on us, Levi. Don't hate on us, okay? He's like, let me stop you right there. Levi, in the last 4 years, they learned the dramatization from you. Truth strong. What's up, mommy? What's up? I am queen. What's up, my ladies? Okay. What's up, girl Melanie? What's up, mama? Oh, man. Levi, just like the long stories you tell. Word, you be putting us to sleep, bro. Sometimes we be like, okay, can we get back on topic? What were we originally talking about? Because he just lost us. Right, stop it, Levi. Just listen. These girls deserve every penny they can get. I believe that, but unfortunately, the government works in crazy, crazy ways. Crazy ways. Hey, just the T. Let's meet. What's up, my babies? What's up, my beautiful ladies? What's up? And then Levi says this. Atmos and Diva can't just read the court documents. They have to add their own dramatization. Yes, we do. Levi, that is what we call commentary. Okay? We read and we analyze. Read and analyze. Can we do that? Can you read and analyze? Huh? Can you do that? I would love it if you would read and analyze. And analyze it in your way. Maybe but tell the truth. Don't spin a lie. Don't spin a lie, Levi. Tell the truth when you're reading these things. You know what would be good, Levi? If you came out and read us your 50-page document that you wrote. That would be awesome. We would love to hear it. We would love to hear it. Or even if you wrote a character letter for R. Kelly, we would love to hear it. Love to. Just to see how much you were working for your cousin to put in those words that were needed to help him get out of jail, or leniency on his sentencing. You know what I mean? Tasha, Karen A, Cherie, every damn body, IRS, the girl's lawyer, a child support, he done. He is done. That lady Taj, she don't care no more. Okay. Then they say he has $5 million hidden somewhere. And just so happens he owes the IRS exactly $5 million. Man, run them girls they money. What the fuck? Shaking my damn head. Okay. Les Smith says she isn't getting paid. She is just throwing anything together. Yeah, that's what I think too. She's not getting paid. Bonjean is working on pro bono. Miss Mo says Bonjean may have been banking on getting paid a little bit out of his books, but maybe that's why she's been fighting so much to get those funds back to him. Maybe because she wants her fucking money too. Like Bon Jones is, she's doing her job, but she ain't getting paid. The judge gonna do the same thing when she represent Hoover. Denied. The judge don't even like boho. Videos don't lie. Exactly. Objection, Your Honor. I'm just saying. Fucking Levi. Next week, they're going to give him between 30 to 40 years. And I can't wait because I'm sick of all these dummies talking about this man who can't accept accountability for what he did. Amen, Tasha. Amen. Read the real paperwork at Diva. Always. You know that. Diva, y'all ain't going to worry me. Levi. Levi. You know you love us, Levi. We ain't worrying you, Levi. But we got you, Levi. We got you, bro. We got you. Old Cove will always win a debate. Always win a debate. We will always win a debate. We winning, bro. We winning. Stop. Over here, we winning all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, all day. Okay. $5 million. He owes $5 million. He has left so many destroyed lives in his wake. Shameful. Very much so. Very much so. That girl went through hell. She sure did. She sure did. Okay. So those were all the okay, let's see. Most recent. Miss Mo said probably will now when that sentence comes down. Hey, what's up, SpongeBob Steve?
Can you hear me?
Yes, Chulo, I hear you loud and clear, puppy.
Okay. What were you saying?
Okay,
I
what's up,
didn't mean to
everybody?
interrupt you.
No, that's fine. I threw the link in so anybody could jump in.
Yeah, I figured I would.
Yes,
Since
bro.
I,
Welcome once
I
again.
didn't see what's his face jump in, I thought I would.
Yeah, let's
What's
see.
what's his name? What's his name?
What's your
I forgot.
input? You knew this was coming down.
Yeah, I told you guys that
Yeah.
in any trial, you've got to weigh the evidence of the actual crimes against whatever procedural issue is being raised.
Right.
And in some cases, you have to show a direct correlation
Right. That's what
to the evidence and
exactly
proving
what the judge
innocence for the
what they
crime.
say.
You can't just say a
Direct
procedure was violated. It has to be, how did this mess up your finding of guilt or innocence?
right.
And I said this was going to be denied because I didn't see anything
That was directly
with related to.
right.
Sorry.
Nothing that was related to the charges.
Yeah, I mean, she can always request restitution. She didn't lie about restitution. She just said, I don't know if I'm going to request.
Right.
I'm undecided. And
Right.
plus proving perjury, like you have to prove a clear lie, you know?
Right.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, you know?
Right. That's a clear lie.
Right? Like, that's a clear lie because he did. Not that it matters in my opinion. I think he was attacked way too harsh for that issue, but that's a whole different story. But yeah, I mean, it has to be directly related, and there's nothing directly related to guilt or innocence. The judge seems most concerned about the fact we're talking about kids and young girls who have been victimized.
Right.
and that there's proof of it. He's like, my
There's
gosh,
proof of it.
this.
That's what he was just stating. Like, there's proof that this motherfucker did all this shit. What are you talking about, Bonjean? Like, what do you mean
Right.
there's no proof, no evidence that he did these things? Why am I acquitting him? What?
Yes, and that it's going to be the same thing with all the rest of their appeals and everything else. They're going to
Right? His
try.
appeals are going to be denied.
Um,
What do you
now,
think about Bonjean probably being on pro bono, yo?
is she on pro bono?
I think she might be, yo. Honestly.
Well, hopefully she's getting some business out of it then, like because she's getting
Well,
her
she
name
is
out there.
getting notoriety. I mean, you know, people are. She's in the news when something is being spoken about with R. Kelly, you know, and her motions are being put on Twitter, and you know, so she's getting some type of exposure from him being in this, you know, high-profile case.
Yeah, I mean, attorneys do that sometimes. They'll take a certain big case pro bono so that they can get a lot of paying clients out of it from the public exposure. So who knows? But I mean, this lady is willing to say anything for you. You know, she'll file anything short of
At this
like.
point, this is what it
No,
looks
I
like.
wouldn't call anything she filed frivolous, but you know, it was all proper in my opinion, but thin. You know what I mean? Like
Right. At
really,
this point, this is
really
what
thin.
she's doing, Steve. This is what
What?
ella está
She's doing what?
haciendo. She's just doing whatever.
That's,
Just to throw it at the wall to see if it works.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, but if I were the defendant, I'd appreciate my attorney doing that.
Right.
Even, you know, at least she's trying. But she's not going to get anywhere unless I haven't seen anything really major, you know?
Right.
Um,
Right. Like nothing major. You're right. But she's getting
yeah,
some little
come on.
exposure. Like I said, you know, for her, it might be good. Instagram, the followers, you never know. Somebody else might get locked up and want to use her.
Yeah, that's true.
One of the other supporters, like, hey, Miss Bonjean, yeah.
Right, right. I think she's a good attorney.
Yeah.
It's not her fault that her client has such huge evidence against him, you know?
Right. Right.
50 witnesses in the New York case and videotapes in the freaking Chicago case and direct first-hand witness testimony. You know, it's crushing evidence. Like that's like a tsunami, and you're trying to like put a blanket over yourself and hope you survive the tsunami.
Right.
So the only question, in my opinion, is he going to get out when he's old, or is he going to get
He
life?
might get out by the time he's 80 because he'll be up
Right.
for parole by then.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends what the judge wants to do. My
Right.
thing is, I'm looking at this order today, and he seems very concerned about this. So is that concern going to result in a life sentence? That's what I wonder. You
Right.
know, where he does consecutive. I didn't know if he would do consecutive or not before, but when I saw this ruling today, I'm like, oh, he's at least considering it. He's probably talking with his clerks a lot about it. Like, what should we do here? Like, what does
Right.
the
So
law
if he
say?
does
Like,
consecutive
yeah,
and he gives him 30 years, he's going to do, oh, thank you, my love. He's going to do 30 consecutive. That means he's going to have 60 years total.
right. And which is a life sentence.
Right. For him, he ain't never coming out because he will be looking at parole when he's 80. And by that time, I mean, if he
No,
does
he won't
get
be
out,
looking at if it's consecutive, he won't be. Because
no,
he'll
if
have
it's
to do
consecutive, he
25 and then
won't be. If it's consecutive, he won't be. Right.
yeah.
You're very right. You're very right.
I'm talking about if he
Can you put a
decides to
little
do,
bit more
yeah.
salad dressing on my food?
There's two ways he could give life, which is he could make concurrent, but he could make the concurrent more than 30 years in Chicago. You know, he could say that I'm sentencing 50 years, right?
Right.
So then that's 20 more than New York.
Right.
which brings him up to roughly 100 years old or 95 before he can
He's
try
gonna
to
be
get out.
dead by then.
Right. That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think
That's a
R.
life
Kelly.
sentence.
I don't think
So,
R. Kelly's gonna last to be 80.
or he could just do 30 years or less concurrent, which means he's saying that he thinks R. Kelly should be able to get out when he's in his 80s, right? Is
Right.
that right?
Right.
So, he seems really concerned about this, you know. This guy's out there. Look what he's done to kids, you know.
Right.
Um,
He did
I
say
didn't.
he's a danger to society.
Right.
He said it.
Right. So,
He said it.
ooh, I mean, that's an ooh. That, like, if I were R. Kelly right now, I'd be freaked out.
Right. Let me just
If he actually reads the order, I don't know. I think his attorney probably can read it for him, right? So,
right, or his people in jail when he gets the motion and shit like that.
or Levi, he can read it to them.
Levi, you gonna read the motions to R. Kelly over the phone? You're gonna be committing interstate commerce.
No, there's nothing legal about reading court filings. He can do that. As long as he doesn't give him legal advice, then it's fine.
Right.
But man, I don't know what's going on, like what they think they can do now, because this is pretty definitive to me, you know.
I'm eating my dinner behind the scenes.
I don't know what they think they can do, because their other move now is the alpha leader, Sharon Wimbush, is like getting together all the R. Kelly supporters, like
and
she's
her
getting
crazy
together.
efforts to write a million letters and
Yeah, I mean, call it all Avengers. Call it all Avengers. You know,
right.
Spider-Man,
That shit is funny.
Iron Man, Captain America. R.
Calling
Kelly
all
wants to
Avengers.
talk to you. Give him your phone number and your email address. So, I mean, that is what you're doing. I mean,
That
what are
is
you gonna do, guys?
funny.
What are you gonna do? I mean, are you gonna try to break him out of jail now? I mean, you all want to go to jail? You all want to go to join him then? Or as that one guy says, if R. Kelly goes down, all of us do, or something like that?
Hey, daughter of the Most High, what's up? She said, just watch the replay, Atmos. I see y'all was still clowning. Like, you knew it was going to be dragon season for R. Kelly today. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just heard one of the supporters' live streams.
Oh, God.
I was listening to last night, where they were all saying they've got to let him out. Now we've definitely, he's definitely getting out. Where that's already a foregone conclusion. He's getting out. I'm thinking to myself, dude, like, he's not.
He's not coming home.
Yeah, I mean, facts are facts. I don't know what it is. We live in a post-truth society where a lot of people have decided they don't even want to accept facts or the truth. You know,
right? Almost at least everything's about fake news and fact checking and.
I don't know why people want to disregard facts. Facts are facts. You know, you go to the doctor, if you get a blood test and says your cholesterol's high, it's high.
Oh, hell yeah, my cholesterol's high. You ain't lying, bro.
I'm just saying, like, the facts, there's facts in life you have to face, right? You are mortal. If you fall down and hurt yourself, you can break a bone at our age. You know, like, this is the planet Earth, you know, like, there's certain things you just can't contest, you know. And I knew that was going to be the case with this motion, but anyway, some people still contest things that are uncontestable for whatever reason. But the law is not. It doesn't care about, especially when you're talking about a judge. Like, public opinion is not part of the consideration. You know, what does the public think about this law? You know, like the judge doesn't care about that.
Right.
You know, like a jury might, but this is already the jury's already done in both cases.
Right.
So you're left now with just judges who are not going to be influenced by, oh wow, you know, this supporter posted this video saying that. You know, I'm just going to like change the law that's been set by the U.S. Supreme Court or all these circuit courts. I'm just going to like change it.
Right.
Or, you know, I'm just going to disregard it. No, that's not going to happen. So, you know,
I'm sitting in the background, Bob, just letting you know, okay?
Yeah.
That's
And
why
then
I'm not conversating too much.
and then, you know, when I brought this up with them on Angie's live, then they changed it to attacking me about my race. Even I tried to explain to them I'm mixed race. They said they'd never heard of a white, I think Mexican is the language they use. You know, Latino is a lot more than just Mexican.
Right, you're just Latino. You're Latino. That's what I say.
Although I do have some Mexican blood, like most of my Hispanic blood is Colombian. And even then, it's not really Colombian. It's from
most
Spain.
of my Hispanic blood is Puerto Rican too.
And it's from Spain originally. The Spanish people came.
Me too.
To Colombia, but it's even but it's even more complicated than that for me. Like I have, you know, the Spaniard ancestors. Some of them mixed with darker skinned people. Some of them with lighter skinned people.
Right.
So my family has some.
You're welcome. Thank you, baby.
My family has some white. My family has some white Latinos and darker Latinos, and my great grandmother was half black and half native Colombian, so she was dark and she actually looked black. And I have like curly hair, really curly hair, so I have to keep it short to have any kind of control over it. And I get that from my great grandmother because my mom has the same hair from her too. So I even have a little bit of of black lineage, but not much. It's mostly white. But then I said, talk about white Mexican. First of all, there are white people in Mexico. There are white Mexican people. Anyone ever watches like, you know, Univision or Telemundo, stuff like that, like you'll see many white people who are Mexican, and it's the same thing. Their ancestors immigrated from Europe to Mexico. They're not native to Mexico, right? Mexico was conquered by Europe. So there are white Mexicans, even though a lot of people don't realize it, you know. The stereotype is everyone's brown, but that's not true.
There's white Mexicans, there's black Mexicans too. Okay.
On my dad's side, my great grandfather, and great grandmother immigrated from Spain, and my great grandfather was white, and my great grandmother was like, I don't know how to, like caramel. I don't know the best way to put that.
Exactly, Miss April. You want to come up on the link?
And my mom has a caramel like color. My mom has like a caramel like color, and she's from Colombia. You know, she didn't come here till she was already in elementary school, and Spanish is her first language. But they didn't teach it to me, unfortunately, so I don't speak much of it. But and in any event, what does race matter?
I have to learn because I was always around my grandmother.
Yeah, if you have to be around someone who only speaks Spanish all the time, you have to learn. But what does race have to do with this case anyway? I'm still confused. The victims were black.
What is race?
Did they forget that?
What does race have to do with your opinion?
Right. First of all, what does race have to do with my opinion?
Right.
I'm against bad people.
Pedophilia.
Yeah, I'm against pedophilia, obviously.
Right.
Murderers, rapists, like I'm just against this kind of stuff.
You're just an all-around good citizen.
I don't care if they're white or black. I mean, like,
Right.
if there's white artists who have, recording artists who have done this stuff, put them
Right.
in prison too. That's my opinion.
Right.
If they have a history of this kind of stuff and it's this awful, like, take them down as well. I don't have a problem with that. Like,
Right.
everything should be equal.
It doesn't matter. You're black or white.
Right.
You're doing wrong. You're doing wrong, man. You're committing a crime. You're committing a crime.
And like I said, the victims here were black. Do they forget that? Or are they saying that it doesn't matter because they're girls? And if that's what they're saying, that's awful.
Mm.
Or what else are they really saying? Are they saying that they think pedophilia should be legal? And they just don't want to use that terminology? If so,
They don't listen.
That's egregious.
They don't want us using the pedophile word for R. Kelly. So,
well, yeah, I mean, on a technical, technical
how
medical
about we
definition.
use the word hebephile?
What's that mean?
Hebephile or hebephile? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It's Hebephilia, hebephilia, which means he's a man that likes to deal with girls from the ages of 13 to 17.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, pedophilia is the word that people use in everyday language. It doesn't matter what the everyday medical definition is. But people think when they think of pedophilia, they think of underage people. You're going after underage people and you're way older than them, like way, way older than them.
All right.
We're not talking about a 4-year age difference here or 3-year.
We're talking about.
I mean, he was in his 30s
and the man is 31.
Right.
That's 20 years per senior.
Or in Azriel's case, wasn't R. Kelly in his 50s already, and she's 17?
He was 41 or 42.
When he was with Azriel?
Yeah, 40. No,
how's
40, 47.
Yeah. Okay, so he's a little bit. He was a little bit older than me. That's insane. How? I mean, no one should support that shit.
Right.
I mean, as a father, it's like I feel very protective of my children, and I don't want people out there trying to hurt them. And even though people may not know this, there's a gigantic difference between being a 17-year-old who's still in high school and even an 18-year-old in college. There's a huge gap. Like, especially if you move out for college and you're on your own. Whereas when you were 17, like, you're dependent on your parents and you're really just still a child.
Right.
There's a huge difference. But even if that 17-year-old was out of school or whatever, like, it's still disgusting for a man that age to go for a girl that age.
It is.
Truly.
Truly.
I don't know what his deal is. If I were him and I were single, I'd be like, hell yeah, and I'd go for women that are super hot and like age appropriate.
Right.
I'm just,
I understand why he never did that. Like, he did all that.
I mean, he did date some girls who were older, right?
Right.
Some women, I should say, were older.
It was some women and girls. There were women his age, older women, and women younger than him.
Yeah, I mean, the key is age appropriate, like.
I still think that even 5 years older is too much.
It's too much.
Yeah, even if 5 years is too much too.
Even when you're an adult, like different. Like, I don't think it would be inappropriate
for instance,
if he were 50 and he went for a 40-year-old, or even if he were 50, it went for a 35-year-old.
Like if she was a teenager, if she was
Oh
17
yeah,
or
yes,
16
yeah,
and he was 5 years, it's still too much because he's still mature by so many years.
right.
He could still eat her mind. You know
But
what I mean?
yeah, but in R. Kelly's case, it was still way more than that.
I
You know,
kinda-
and Aaliyah, who knows how young she was when he started with her, 12, 13. I mean, we
He
don't
knew what
really
he
know
knew what
the
he
whole picture.
wanted. Now he's just upset because he knew that he was trying to hide from breaking the law all these years, but the law caught up with his ass, and he's just mad.
But yeah, race has nothing to do with it. And to be clear, just to be fair,
Right.
Jojo didn't call me a cracker. He asked me, have I ever been a victim of racism? And I told him, yeah, I can recall being called a cracker before.
No.
Um,
No.
but I like, and he asked if I was offended by that, and I said no. I don't think it doesn't feel like a big insult to me, you know, like
JoJo's an ass.
I just think of crackers like you put in a soup.
Yeah, JoJo's an asshole.
But I don't know. Yeah, he can be, or he can be nice. He's kind of a mixed bag. I don't know. I mean, like
Yeah, he's called me.
He's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That's how I would.
Yeah, he
think
called
about
me a trick. I think it was. He called me a trick.
What
I'm
is
a trick.
What does that mean? I don't
know. I don't fucking know. I'm a trick.
A trick.
Uh,
He called me a suspect
right.
because I'm white.
And you're a suspect.
I'm white and I'm educated and I'm an attorney. He said I'm a suspect.
Right.
A suspect of what? If I go out to the cops right now, I could go out and shake their hands and say, "Hey, how's it going? How's your
No, you're
day?"
suspect because you worked with Michael Avenatti.
Oh, Avenatti did. Avenatti, his problems are his problems. I worked from him from 2007 to 2009. And first of all, I worked with his partner most of the time.
Right.
He had two partners, and I worked with one of them most of the time.
Okay.
And Dana J, I wasn't a fucking driver. I'd never be a fucking driver, unless I had to pay the bills, and I don't know. And all attorney jobs went away or something.
You was a driver? Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I wasn't. Avenatti didn't even have a driver when I worked for him because he was just starting his own firm. I was the first attorney he ever hired. And no, I wasn't a driver. I was an attorney. I've been an attorney for a long time. I was licensed 2006. And yeah, I mean, everything that Avenatti did that's been brought against him in courts were long after I stopped working for him. So has nothing to do with me. If I had been there and been around him, I would have said, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't do this shit." I was always honest with Michael and direct. And I think he respected me for that because he's like, wow, you know, he's like, I think he feels like he can dominate other people or whatever. Like with me, I always felt like he was nervous about trying that. Like he never yelled at me, never.
Okay.
He never yelled at me. Like we just spoke one-to-one cordially. I could just tell, like, he knew I have the ability to speak my mind if I need to in a situation that's really, really, really important.
Okay.
And if I had been there when he's doing things he was accused of, like taking settlement money from a disabled person, I would have gone apeshit on him.
Right.
I would have resigned too, but I would have quit. But I did quit to go, somewhere else anyway.
Right.
But not because of any of that. Not because of anything illegal he was doing, because he wasn't doing anything illegal if I were there. When I was there. All he was doing was getting his career started, and we were winning cases. and doing pretty well for the most
He
part.
was still young at that time too.
He was young. He had hair.
Right. Right.
He had hair.
Well, listen, I have a video here that I want you to check out. This is from, he's a criminal defense attorney. Okay. I forgot what state he works for. I believe it's Georgia, or California or something. But he's a criminal defense attorney. His name is Jamal. And I want you guys to check out his video. We're gonna check him out real quick. And in this video, he talks about how Jane was seeking $20 million in restitution. And he's talking about Bonjean's motion. All right, so let's check him out real quick.
Wait. I just gotta let you know I gotta take off. I gotta get back to work.
Oh, dang
Okay,
it.
puppy, no problem,
Dang
baby.
it. I had some
I'll stay in
questions
the I'll stay in the bushes.
All right,
Thank you.
baby. Love you, puppy.
Love you too.
Hello.
Love,
Baby.
love everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, dang. I had some questions I wanted to ask. What is his name? Fabio?
Oh, Fabio, the one that was just
Pablo?
Steve.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a question I wanted to ask him. Since she's losing these motions that she's putting in now,
Hi, Tanya. Give Miss
does that look good? I mean, so would there be anything to appeal? Is what I wanted to ask him.
Yes, mommy. Right now, being that the judge denied this, she can still put in for an appeal with the appeals court, with the appellate courts. And then they can make their decision.
May I ask a question?
Yes. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Say hello.
Yeah. How you doing there, Diva? How you doing, April? You know, he dug his own grave, man. He dug his own grave. I like R. Kelly, but man, what the judge had the ultimate decision, you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
either you love them when you love somebody.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm not getting ready to be going around here hating people that don't like him and all this stuff.
I like R. Kelly, but you know, he's you know what? I don't know. But I'll be live later on today. I got this Buffalo shooter to deal with. Okay. Yeah.
We all in the twilight zone shit. Babies coming up now. Goddamn it, kids coming up. Shit.
Yeah. Hey, April, if you want to come by, come by. We got to deal with him. We're gonna drop the soap sooner or later. Yeah, I'll see you later.
I wanted to play this video, and
play the video.
Really wanted to say, and then I guess if you want, you could give your opinion after.
Okay, I will.
Play this video.
I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm so sick of this doggone weather. My damn bones and joints are aching. Oh my God. Okay.
Well, Miss April, while I'm playing the video, go on mute.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mama.
There are 20 million reasons why R. Kelly deserves a new trial. Let's talk about it. My name is Jamal Kersey. I'm the principal attorney at Kersey Law, a boutique criminal defense firm in San Diego, California. And last week, R. Kelly's lawyers, they filed a motion for a new trial in the federal court in Illinois. They argue that R. Kelly's due process rights were violated when Jane, the prosecution's star witness, basically lied during her trial testimony on the topic of restitution. Now, if you didn't know, victims of criminal activity are entitled to restitution. And basically, restitution is compensation for a victim's losses. So in a vandalism case, the victim can recover the cost of having their wall repainted. Or in an assault case, a victim can seek to recover the amount that they paid in hospital bills as a result of their attack. So back to Jane, right? After Jane's direct examination testimony, when she was questioned by the prosecutors, she sat for cross-examination. And R. Kelly's lawyer had asked her if she had been informed that she would be entitled to restitution if R. Kelly were convicted. So on cross-examination, you are seeking to attack a witness's credibility, their bias, or their perception. And so in this situation, the defense was basically seeking to expose that Jane had a motivation to say any and everything that she possibly could in order to make sure that R. Kelly got convicted and basically that she would get paid, right? So Jane had actually confirmed that, yes, she knew she would be entitled to restitution. And so the lawyer asked, all right, well, you are entitled to restitution. Will you be seeking restitution if R. Kelly is convicted? And she said, I'm undecided about that. No, actually, that's not correct. And so the lawyer gave her a chance, probably just being stunned that she would give that as a response. She said, wait, you haven't decided if you're going to seek restitution? She said no. So again, Jane downplaying the idea of her seeking money on the other side of a conviction would stand to kind of add to her credibility, right? Okay, well, I'm just here to tell the truth. I'm just here seeking justice. I'm not going after money, right? If she's like, yeah, I know I can get money, but I'm not really worried about it, then it just makes it look like she's telling the truth. But get this, before Jane cooperated with prosecutors, her and her family retained a law firm out in Boston. And so their lawyer was the one that reached out to the prosecutors to negotiate immunity agreements for Jane and her parents. And on top of that, he helped with retaining an expert team to put together a restitution package. So prior to sentencing, if there's going to be a request for restitution, the prosecution will submit any documentation in support of a victim's restitution request. So apparently the prosecution in this case provided documentation in support of Jane's restitution request, right? Remember the same Jane who said, I'm not sure if I'm going to be asking for restitution. Well, get this. There was a 9-page letter asking for $20 million in restitution. Jane paid a team of experts $10,000 in order to put together this request for $20 million in restitution. The crazy part about this is Jane's lawyer's billing records show that he was in conversations with the government regarding Jane's restitution as early as April of 2020, a whole 2 years before Jane took the stand and testified and said that, I don't know if I'm going to be requesting restitution. So Jane clearly lied on the stand. And now I know there's a bunch of folks that are going to be in the comments section talking about that's not the only thing she lied about, right? But we're just focusing on this one for now. R. Kelly's lawyer further argues that not only did Jane give false testimony on the topic of restitution, but the government knew that this testimony was false and they didn't correct it. They completely failed to address this issue and correct it. So when Jane was playing it cool about not seeking restitution, knowing that she was going to ask for $20 million, the government had a duty and an obligation to correct that record. The government should have disclosed Jane's intent to request this absurdly high amount of restitution, but they didn't. They allowed her to sit up and lie and deceive the jury regarding her motives and interests. And make no mistakes about it, Jane's credibility was very vital and crucial to the government's case. The jury really needed to believe Jane regarding key points of her testimony in order to make a conviction against R. Kelly stick. Therefore, naturally, the defense should have had an opportunity to expose Jane for the big bag she had invested 10 stacks to obtain. So I'm really curious to see how the judge rules on this motion, and let me know what you think. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of response to this. Do you think R. Kelly should get a new trial based on this revelation? Let me know in the comments below. And if you got something out of this, please show me some love and hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you never miss a new video when it drops. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.
Okay, guys. So I see what y'all think over here. As we know that what he was
Okay, 20 million.
right, that's a
Wow.
real, and yes, it was a
Yeah.
9-page letter. They did talk about it in the motion, and as we know today, the judge denied it. The judge denied the motion for an acquittal and for a new trial. The motion was denied for the new trial because of Jane's testimony. It was denied. The judge said there was no direct link to his case, so it has nothing to do with the case. So, therefore, that does not mean that he deserves a new trial.
Come on, McMillan.
So, what do you think, Miss April? What are you thinking, Mama?
I'm thinking it ain't like they gave her $20 million when she got off the stand.
I mean, the only way she'd be able to get that, like we said, is if she counted her losses, you know? And the
Mhm.
judge is saying that she might not even get restitution anyway because R. Kelly's broke. He said it in his notice today.
Yeah, well, um, since he's broke, I mean, everybody know, even whatever she put in, she's not gonna get it. So I
She's
don't,
not,
I
right.
don't even understand it. Like,
Right. The judge said that as far as them getting any type of restitution in Chicago are slim. The chances of them getting any money is slim because the
eh,
IRS wants their money.
yeah. So everything got denied. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even uh, keep up. I watched a show last night. I said we in the twilight zone for real with this mess. You know, I've been saying we in the twilight zone.
Right.
Babies, kids can come out of nowhere. Like what the heck is really going on?
And that
Like,
thing with that baby
are,
girl,
are they doing
come
are
to
they doing a research study on people on YouTube?
schizophrenic.
What's really going on?
The young girl is a schizophrenic, Miss April.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
problems. Mother spoke about her. And I feel bad that people are out here like exploiting her and trying to get interviews with her and doing all this shit. Like that shit just doesn't make sense to me. That's fucked up.
My heart aches for her.
Yeah, I don't agree
And
with that.
I'll say, well, everybody that lied so much at this point, hell, you don't know what to believe.
You know what? You
Shit.
don't know what's the truth and what's a lie anymore.
What's
We
the
just
truth?
let
I
everything
mean,
play
they
out in
they
court.
hear so much. Cause I said, well, hey, with this mess, it could be and it couldn't be. Maybe because I remember they always did say back in the day that Aaliyah did have a baby. They
Yes,
always said
yes.
that
People
she
are
had a
saying
baby
that she either
and
it's the rumors
and
are
the family member was raising it.
right. These are the rumors. The rumors were that she either had an abortion or she gave up the baby for an adoption, or she gave it to a family member to raise. Those were the
Uh,
three rumors about her pregnancy with R. Kelly.
yeah,
And we
and
don't
so
know what's the truth, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Her
So
mother's
I
not
did
gonna come and say anything about it. You know.
well. Whatever she said, I wouldn't believe her. Now you had me believing all these years it wasn't no marriage. I mean, hey, the mother said it. I went with what the mother said.
Nah, I was going by court documents and what happened. Fuck what the mother said, because the mother could be protecting the
Mhm.
child, and that's exactly what she was doing.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
go roll a spliff, Miss April.
So wait a minute. So when they in the motion, they was trying to count because she asked for $20 million. Now what about the time? Did he what did he respond to with the time? Because she was suggesting 11 years.
Oh, he didn't say anything about the time, Mama, because he's going to hand down the time on the 23rd. He's not discussing that until sentencing day.
Okay.
So these motions, his judgment right now had nothing to do with the sentencing memo.
Maybe I should start taking some bets or start a pool on how many years he gonna get.
I think he's gonna get another 30, Miss April.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's gonna get another 30 years. And it might run either concurrent or consecutive. If it's consecutive, R. Kelly's doing 60 years, 30, 30. If it's concurrent, he's just going to do 30 years.
Okay.
If they give
so
him
he didn't address that neither, right? He'll say all of that as sentencing.
Oh, at sentencing, he's going to hand them down the hammer, right? He's going to let everybody decide. He's sentencing.
Right. I hope the Truth and Tasha will be at the sentencing so I can meet them.
Oh, yeah. The Truth said she's definitely going to go. I don't know about Tasha. I don't know if Tasha's going to be busy that day. But I know the Truth is definitely going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
They could be why they never talk about the NDA, because they could be protecting a child. Yes, that's true too. I think the girl should be the DNA because she's very troubled and needs to find out those answers, albeit not the answer she wants. No, you know what? The mother said that she's got issues and she's not right in the head, and you know, she's probably telling her, listen, that's not I'm your mother. And the girl might be like, I know you're my mother, but she's my mother too. You don't know what that little girl's going through with schizophrenia. Like schizophrenia.
Well, I'm going to tell you, my heart went out to her. I felt some type of way listening to that girl.
Yeah, me too.
I felt some type of way. And again, like I say, everybody don't tell you everything that they doing. Right. So,
fuck out of here.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
I died. He did it.
So,
I'm gonna step down. That's what I wanted to ask Pablo. So, all of these motions that's being denied, that doesn't have anything to do with the appeal process. This is just
this is a step before the appeal process. In other words, he got denied in the lower courts. So when he brings these problems and issues to the higher court, they might look at it the same way as the lower courts and deny it, or they might just listen to Bone Jean and let her do her oral arguments and think about giving her a shot. Or they could just deny her right then and there, and say, what you're telling me right now is ridiculous, and this is not going to fly. So, is there anything else you want to say? And they might just break her off. Right.
Oh, okay.
No, they might hear her whole argument and give her a chance. Who knows? But for me, if the lower courts are denying it, the higher courts might deny it as well, but who knows? One never knows. What's up, Poo Poo?
Yeah.
One never knows, girl.
All right, well, y'all keep your head to the sky. We got UFOs flying around.
Yes, I know. Isn't that crazy? Oh, Lord.
I said they spraying some chemicals in the air when they shoot them down. Mm-hmm. That's why everybody back crazy. Hey, we need to be sitting in a psychiatrist, a therapist chair every week for being consumed with this soap opera reality show. We in season 4 now, right?
Right, we're in season 4 now. Yes, you absolutely right, Miss April.
Okay.
As the world turns.
Tails the world turn.
Right, as the world turns on YouTube, the YouTube saga of the R. Kelly sector.
Okay.
Girl, this
I'm
is
gonna drop down. Thanks for allowing me to come up.
You're welcome, Mama. You know I love you, baby.
Okay.
All
All
right,
right.
Mama. Take care. Have a good night, sweetheart.
All right. Shoot,
Bye.
send me some sun. Is it cold there? Because I'm so sick of this rain.
It's actually
I'm so sick of my uncle Art and my auntie Itis. Shoot, bro, I'm in a lot of pain. Okay, I'm gonna come down.
All right, Mama. I love you. All right, baby. Bye. So yeah, um ugh. I am going to end this live, guys. Please, before y'all leave me, make sure you hit that like button, okay? Do not forget to hit the like button. Por favor. Armes un favor. Please do me a favor and hit that like button. Hit that like button, guys. And you already know if you want to support your girls' Cash App, it's $ Diva Divine Light. Y'all already know. For those who don't know, you can hit the Cash App to support me, the channel. You can also hit the super thanks. There's a super thanks there for those who are watching the live on the replay. You can hit the super thanks and you can donate to the channel as well. And you can also hit that subscribe button for those who are not subscribed to the channel. And make sure you put the notification on all. All right. And those on the replay, you got comments. Let me know what you think about the government denying R. Kelly's motions, as well as the judge denying the government's motion for the calculations of restitution. And I will see you guys around. Peace.